So this video we are gonna be watching is Reddit accounts hiding disturbing secrets by Visual Venture. Lock the fuck in and let's get it.
Behind some Reddit accounts are people who have done dark things. One kidnapper used Reddit to find his victims. Another Reddit dad landed in jail for making a terrible mistake in Walmart. And one teacher on Reddit was secretly making disturbing videos. These are Reddit accounts.
What kind of videos are we talking? And how do you go to jail from Walmart? What could you possibly do in Walmart to go to jail? I don't really understand. And to begin with, who even uses Reddit? I mean, I guess it's cool to go on every once in a while, but like, who religiously scrolls on Reddit? You gotta be some kind of fucking dark person to do that, because there's some shit going on in Reddit. Same thing with Twitter. Twitter's got some fucked up shit on it. So if you're just sitting there doom scrolling Twitter all day, you might have a little screw loose up the stairs.
Hiding disturbing secrets. The goal, guys, is 2.5 million subscribers by the end of 2026. It is crazy, so it would mean the world if you subscribe. And
Hey, shout out Visual Venture. Hey, just throw him a sub if you're not subscribed already. He makes great content.
I promise to do my very best for you, put out the best videos I can for you. I'm Visual Venture, and you're awesome. The storyteller with a secret life. This Reddit account was full of horror stories. Readers thought it was just fiction, but the man behind the account was doing things just as disturbing in real life. The account was called NM Writes. It belonged to a writer known as Nick Moorfox. For years, he published dozens of horror stories on Reddit. Over time, Nick built a loyal following, but one story brought him more attention than any other. It was titled, "My Mother-in-Law Was Poisoning Me." Then I found out why. The story was about a man who killed his wife, then married someone else. It had a lot of twists and turns. Readers loved it. The story spread across Reddit. It got so popular that...
So it was a real story, but people thought it was fake? And how do you find out that you're being poisoned? I mean, I guess you're getting sick, but like, what would what would make you correlate the poisoning to, like, from your stepmother or whoever it was? I don't know how you would come to that conclusion. You'd have to go through, like, countless times of being poisoned to be like, holy shit, every time I eat this food from this person, I get sick. So I feel like you'd have to make that correlation somehow. So like, it'd take a while. So that'd be fucked up. Every day eating some food, getting sick, and you're like, I wonder why I keep shitting at myself every day. What could that be about? And then come to find out it's your fucking stepmom poisoning you. Yo, Pens! Oh my God, what's the fuck up, boy? I haven't seen you in a hot minute. How you doing, G? And Mr. Umvoke, sexy bunny popping through. I appreciate you boys tuning in. We're doing a react video right now, watching about some creepy Reddit videos.
Hollywood came calling. In 2022, Sony...
Or not videos. Creepy Reddit, disturbing secrets. Accounts hiding disturbing secrets.
Sony Pictures bought the film rights.
One of Sony's smaller production companies, which works on focusing on novels and literary work and making them into movies, it bought the rights, the film rights.
Nick's comment section was flooded with congratulations. It looked like a classic Reddit success story. But it wasn't, because Nick wasn't just writing about evil characters. He was the evil character. Reddit is anonymous, so readers didn't know who Nick Moorfox actually was. His real name was Nicholas Cassotis, and his personal life was a mess.
Are you scared of that guy? If this guy's some kind of killer, he's coming after you in an alleyway, you're telling me you're not getting away from this guy? He has to have some kind of master plan to get my ass, because there's no way in hell that guy is capturing me. Right, Umvoke? That man right there is not getting anywhere near me.
Years earlier, in 2015, Nick divorced his first wife. A court ordered him to pay his ex-wife $1.5 million. Nick didn't want to pay, so he disappeared. His ex-wife reported him, and a warrant went out for his arrest. Nick was a wanted man, but that didn't slow him down. He found a new woman named Mindy and married her. Nick never told her that he was on the run, but it was obvious that Nick was trying to keep a low profile like he would.
Damn, imagine dating someone and then finding out they're like some mass murderer. That would be the shock of a century.
Was hiding from someone. Mindy needed an explanation, so Nick fed her a bizarre story. He told Mindy that he did some top secret work for the government in the past, and because of that, dangerous people were after him.
It was, according to Mindy, all connected to Nick and some classified work that he had been involved in during his time in the Navy.
Mindy believed him, so anytime Nick said they needed to move, she went with with him. The couple drifted from state to state, never staying in one place too long. That became their life until late 2022. Nick was
That's ass too, moving around a lot. I had to move around a lot when I was younger. I was born in Florida. Then we moved to Colorado. My mom thought she was going to retire there. And then her boyfriend at the time ended up robbing the entire house, cleared us out while I was at school, she was at work, robbed the whole place. He ended up going to jail. And then we ended up moving away, and we ended up moving to we moved around a little bit in Colorado, but then we ended up moving to Pennsylvania. Oh, I did, because I went to go live with my dad, because I couldn't handle living with my mom at the time anymore. And then that didn't work out because some crazy shit happened in PA. So then I ended up in Jersey. So I've been all the fuck over. I went to 3 different high schools. So it was kind of ass. You'd make friends, and then you'd establish yourself, I'd say is better terminology. You'd establish yourself in this community or with like a friend group or in a school or whatever. And then you just ripped out of it. Like one moment you're fully involved, the next moment you're just fucking ripped away. And it happening over and over. It's kind of like you don't even want to make friends anymore at that point because you don't know if you're going to be able to it's going to last. I have made some friends, and I can't lie. Everywhere I live, I still, except for Florida, because I was still too young at the time to form that kind of friendship. But Colorado, I still have friends I talk to this day. PA, I still have friends I talk to this day. And then obviously I got my friends out here. But it's rough moving around that much. So, I don't know. I don't know how she could put up with that shit. Like, he's being secretive. They move around all the time. He's not telling her shit. It's like, there's too many red flags to the point where you're gonna want to be with this guy for the rest of your life or whatever. You should move the fuck on, leave his dumbass, and find yourself a better man.
tired of Mindy. He wanted out, but another divorce wasn't something he could afford financially or legally. He still owed his first wife over $1 million. More legal trouble was the
Damn, $1 million? Shorty tripping on God.
last thing he needed. So Nick came up with a different solution, a deadly one. Right after Thanksgiving 2022, Mindy disappeared. Nick told her friends and family she passed away from a medical emergency.
Oh, I thought he was saying she disappeared out of his life.
I had been told back
Did he kill her?
in December that she had died in the hospital.
People wanted to pay their respects. They asked about a funeral. Nick said
Should have fucking left his ass. I told you, Mindy. Fucking use your fucking noggin.
Mindy had been cremated, so there was no funeral or memorial.
Nobody was looking for a murder victim. They thought she had died of natural causes.
It was a strange story. A few weeks later, things got stranger. Nick's friends heard that Nick himself passed away in a car crash. Now both Nick and Mindy were gone. But
So he faked his own death. Oh my God, this fucking
the
guy.
entire story was about to unravel. Later that year, 2 hunters were making their way through a swamp in Georgia. They spotted something on the ground.
Well, kind of thought it was a mannequin to start with. It didn't look real.
It was human remains. Police were called. They had no idea who the victim
What a coincidence. Yeah, they both just randomly die.
was, so they released a sketch to the public.
This sketch from the GBI serving as one of the only glimpses of who the woman could be.
Eventually, someone recognized her.
I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Like, that looks like Mindy.
She called the police with the information. DNA testing confirmed it. The woman in the swamp was Mindy. But how did she end up there? Nick was the prime suspect, especially because he told everyone Mindy passed away in a hospital and was cremated. Investigators found more evidence that pointed.
Bro, but you can't just tell. How does nobody check in on that? They say she was dead and then cremated. No family member is coming out can I see the dead body? Can I see the fucking death certificate? Can I see something to prove that what you're saying is true? There's no way everyone was just okay with this guy saying, oh, you know what? She died. We cremated her. Everything's good. I handled it. You don't even need to worry about it. Like, what? I don't understand how that even happens.
To Nick. Detectives wanted to bring him in for questioning. There was just one problem. Nick was dead too. At least that's what everyone thought. But it didn't take long for police to realize things didn't add up. Investigators could find no evidence of Nick passing in a car crash. He was alive, somewhere. They just needed to find him. After faking his own death, Nick moved to Pennsylvania. He started over with a new identity. He was writing on Reddit as Nick Moorfox. He was gaining fans. He even met another woman and got married for the 3rd time. His new life seemed to be working. But in May 2023, investigators tracked him down in Pennsylvania. They brought
Bro, is this guy like a chick magnet? I don't understand. How is he attracting these women?
him back to Georgia for questioning. Later,
Look at him.
He was charged for Mindy's death. He pleaded not guilty. Prosecutors argued Nick ended Mindy's life so he could move on without a messy divorce.
At the end of the day, if you look at the evidence, I think he was planning an escape out of the life he was living.
The jury found him guilty. Nick was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole plus an additional 25 years. Details of the case spread online. People started connecting the dots. They realized the Nick on the news was the same Nick behind NM Rights on Reddit. Readers...
Wait, for those that don't know, the reason why they do life plus 25 is because life isn't literally life. It's a set amount of time. I forgot what it is. I think it's 60 years. So I think when you get life, it's 60 years time, and technically you can still be alive after you served a life sentence. So you could get out, but if they give you life plus 25, you're not outliving that shit.
It went through his old stories. One stood out. It was about a man who ended his wife, then married someone else. The same story that went viral on Reddit. Now it seemed very similar to Nick's real life. He wasn't just writing...
So you're doing life and get out? Yeah, if you do a crime early enough, like in your like fucking 20s, low 20s, maybe like 20, 21, and you kill someone, double homicide or some shit, and you get life, then you could get out when you're like 80, 81. But at that age, what are you going to enjoy? You're not going to have a job. You're not going to have money. You're not going to have a place to go. Everyone you knew is probably either dead, moved away. You're not going to know anybody. Your family probably disowned you for murdering people. So you're not going to get a job. So realistically, you might as well have just fucking died in jail. Bro's going to be 80 getting out, literally. What are you going to do at that point?
Horror stories. He was secretly acting them out in real life. And the NM Rights Reddit account is still online. Nobody knew who NM Rights really was until a criminal investigation connected the dots. And even then, it took a long time to find out his real name and where he lived. A username had covered him for years. But data broker websites already have that information about you right now. Your name, your address, your phone number, and they're selling it to anyone who pays. The account will likely spend the rest of his life behind bars. And his crime was
good. He needs to spend his life behind bars. Fuck that guy. All right, he's murdering these fucking women, taking them on a. Imagine being dragged around the country for years just for your husband to fucking kill you. That's so sad.
To what he was discussing on Reddit, the account that asked disturbing questions. This Reddit account wanted to get into the minds of dangerous criminals. It asked how they planned and carried out violent acts.
Bro, no way he's gonna get, like, asking for a how-to on how to commit murder, and he's gonna take advice from these people on Reddit and go out and commit murders. I'm pre-firing it.
Time, people didn't pay too much attention to it. Then the truth came out. Suddenly, everyone realized that account was connected to one of the most senseless crimes in recent history. The account was called Criminology Student. It was created in 2022, and almost every post had the same title: Research Participation Needed. The account was asking criminals to fill out an anonymous survey.
I am inviting you to participate in a research project that seeks to understand how emotions and psychological traits influence decision-making when committing a crime.
Based on the post.
Yeah, bro, that's just... I feel like that's a trap. Even if I'm a killer, like, which I never would be, and I see a post about that, I feel like that's like the FBI or something trying to catch my ass slipping. Why the fuck would you even fill that out honestly? I don't even understand. I mean, I guess people that are fucking murderers, they don't think properly and shit like that probably doesn't go through their head. But at the same time, aren't you afraid of getting caught? Why would you even answer those questions?
It seemed like ordinary academic research, but the questions itself were anything but ordinary. The survey wanted disturbing details about how criminals carry out their crimes. How did you travel to and enter the location where...
It's like asking the details of your crime, bro. Like, this would literally turn me off if I was a criminal.
The crime occurred. Why did you choose that target over others? How did you leave the scene? There were even questions about how they felt during and after the crime. Like, did you prepare for the crime before leaving your home? Please detail what you were thinking and feeling at this point.
Yeah, literally, you seeing this, it's either FBI or someone that's going to commit these crimes. It's pretty obvious.
That survey was shared across prison-related subreddits. That meant inmates and ex-convicts were likely to see it and respond. It looked like just another research project on Reddit. Then months later, a disturbing crime was committed by a man named Bryan Kohberger. In December 2022, Bryan was a doctoral student in the Criminal Justice and Criminology Department at Washington State University. Bryan seemed like a law-abiding graduate student, so it was a shock when he was arrested for murder. The crime happened just 15 minutes away from his campus.
Not Idaho. There was just a fucking shooting in the other day in Idaho. The bro had an AR pulled up to the there was someone got it on camera in the parking lot of it happening. Like they're recording from the back of the car, and the wife in the car is like, "Oh my god, get down!" She's like, "Stop recording!" Like, bro, literally, if that guy sees you recording, where do you think he's gonna go next? He's gonna come right up to your fucking car and do what he did to those the guys in the Tesla. Bro, everyone in the Tesla dead or injured. I think it was 3 dead and 2 injured or something like that, bro. Like literally, you just see him walk up to the fucking boom, boom through the windshield. Bro, I saw it on Instagram. I was in fucking shock. I was like, what the fuck? You'd think I was on Twitter seeing shit like that. Bro, it was insane. And only in fucking Idaho, bro. Only in fucking Idaho.
Someone broke into a house and ended the lives of 4 college students. The incident made headlines.
Now we do want to get right to some breaking news this morning out of Moscow, as classes are canceled for the University of Idaho today following the deaths of 4 students.
Police launched an investigation right away. Soon, they had a lead. Security cameras captured a suspicious white car near the crime scene.
They noticed that this car approached King Road, left, came back, almost did a U-turn, finally went there.
Police traced that car back to Brian. Then they pulled his cell phone records. It turned out his phone was near the victim's neighborhood after the crime. But the key piece of evidence came from the crime scene itself.
Star piece of evidence in the prosecution's case is the DNA that was found on the knife sheath that was left at the crime scene.
The DNA matched Brian.
So that was the eureka moment, which...
Bro, that's the thing about fucking these guys. The only reason half of these people get caught is because they leave some evidence behind or some. Bro, this is not advice. Wear gloves. Leave your phone at home. It's not fucking rocket science, bro. It's 9 times out of 10. Those are the reasons why people get caught. DNA evidence or the cell phone records. Bro, leave your shit at home. Put some fucking gloves on and do shit smarter, bro. I feel like these criminals, they just don't think. That's why they get caught so easily.
They decided they could get an arrest warrant.
Brian was arrested. His college professors and fellow graduate students were shocked. After his arrest, reporters dug up everything they could find about Brian. They checked his social media and online history. That's when they found the criminology student Reddit account. There was no doubt that it belonged to him. Brian even used his real name in one post. He wrote, "My name is Brian, and I'm inviting you to participate in a research project." They found the survey and read through the questions. Brian was asking criminals to explain how they chose victims, entered locations, and left the scene. It sparked a debate online. Some felt Brian used the survey to gather information to plan his own crime. In July 2025, Brian pleaded guilty to all the charges. Later that month, the judge sentenced him.
He received 4 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of...
God damn, 4 life sentences? What dude's doing 240 fucking years in fucking prison?
Parole.
The criminology student account has since been removed. The survey is no longer available. All we have left are the screenshots of the questions. This next Reddit account convinced thousands of people to trust him.
Bro, but why are you, like, bro, you're on public fucking forums. If you really want to fucking know some shit, go to the prison. Go visit a random dude. Go find a murderer and request to visit him. You can request a visitation to someone, anyone that's in prison. So you request visitation. They come and talk to you for fucking 20, 30 minutes. You find out information you need. Boom, not traced. I mean, I guess your record of you coming to the prison, but that could be explained away. There's no proof of you, whatever. You just went to a fucking prison to visit whoever, maybe a distant family member. So you could find fucking some excuse.
But they shouldn't have, because by the time everyone learned the truth, someone already lost their life. The worst mistake of a father's life. Many people have seen this picture on Reddit. It was posted by an account called Killacoon.
Hey, watch out for them mice. Don't be holding that to your ear, little boy. I've been hit with a fucking mouse and it split my damn eye open, so you better be fucking careful.
Photo shows a little boy holding a computer mouse to his ear. The caption says, "My son thinks everything is a phone." But there's something about this Reddit account most people don't know. And once you find out, that photo is almost impossible to look at. The Killacoon account belonged to Christopher Coon. He was a 28-year-old man from New Jersey. He had a 2-year-old...
No, not fucking New Jersey, man!
son named Caden. That was the boy from the Reddit photo. The account itself looked pretty normal. Christopher posted about movies and stand-up comedy. Every now and then, he would share a photo of his son. But behind the smiles, Christopher had a serious problem. He was struggling with substances, and it was affecting his decisions in dangerous ways. In October 2017, Christopher walked into a Walmart. His son was with him. Christopher tried to leave the store without paying for an item. It cost about $228. Store employees tried to prevent him from leaving.
Security personnel attempted to stop him. He had Caden in the cart at the time. According to reports, he told them, "You can't hold me here."
They couldn't stop him, so they called the police.
Yeah, technically they can't do shit if you leave. They just have to call the cops. Like the store owners, they can't. If they fucking tackle you or some shit, you could literally sue them for assault. Like they literally can't do shit to you.
Instead, Christopher wanted to leave before the police arrived. He grabbed his son, rushed to his SUV, and sped off. But in all that panic, he missed something important. He didn't place Caden in the
No. Oh my god.
child safety seat.
Next to his son was a child safety seat, but Christopher Kuhn, we're told, did not use it.
Christopher was speeding. He ran a red light and the car crashed. Christopher was able to climb out of the wreck on his own, but his son was hurt. What Christopher did next shocked everyone. According to the chief of police, Christopher stepped over his son to run from the...
Bro. What kind of fucking human do you have to be to do that, bro? That son is your fucking legacy. Bro, he's literally an extension of your own body, and you're fucking stepping over him to fucking run? Fucking piece of shit. You deserve whatever the fuck you get. Whatever is coming to your dumb ass. I've seen one body cam video where a guy was coming out of the house with his dog, and the police were trying to arrest him because I think he like killed someone or he was involved in a shooting or something like that. And as soon as the police started chasing him, he fucking let the dog go and just ran. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? How can you, like, bro, I don't understand how people, like, you could do that. I mean, I guess it's the same type of people that murder people, so they probably don't have that same type of, like, feeling that we get. I don't know, bro. It's just, it's fucking beyond sad. I can't believe that this guy fucking did that shit.
Police. He didn't get far before police caught him. Officers brought Christopher...
Bro, I thought he was gonna say he stepped on him trying to run away, bro. Oh my god, this guy would deserve the fucking death penalty.
Back to the scene.
So they said, "Where is your son?" He said, "Over there."
Caden was rushed to the hospital. He did not survive. Christopher was arrested and charged. At trial, Christopher was emotional.
Christopher Kuhn shaking the entire time.
That's wild. I know, right? Black holes? Fucking wild as hell, bro. It's too sad. It's way too sad.
Sobbing and wailing.
Like, I almost don't even want to watch the rest of this clip. Like, I just want to get on to the next fucking part of the video.
The judge had to stop the proceedings at least twice to allow the suspect to compose himself.
His defense lawyers try to explain. They called Christopher a flawed, broken individual who never intended to hurt his son.
Yeah, okay. You didn't even buckle him up, and then you fucking stepped over him. You don't give a fuck about him.
The prosecutors painted a different picture. They brought up his history of unsafe driving, substance use, and violence. Christopher was found guilty. He was sentenced to up to 30 years in prison.
30? He should be getting fucking 60.
His Reddit account is still up. The photo of Caden holding that computer mouse is still there. Except now, it's heartbreaking. The same image that once made strangers smile now tells a completely different story. This next Reddit account looked like the story of a happy family, but behind the scenes, something...
Oh, gotta shake that one off. Holy fuck.
Evil was growing inside their home. The family behind Reddit's darkest account. This account looked like hundreds of others on Reddit. It belonged to a woman posting about her kids, her faith, and her family. But something happened 7 months after her last post, and it turned this ordinary account into one of the most haunting pages online. The Reddit account was called Aoki Mom. It was run by a woman named April Bever. April lived in Oklahoma with her husband David and 7 children. In 2014, she...
7 children? Yeah, nah. Count me out. I don't even know if I want more than 1. Fuck 7, holy shit.
Created a Reddit account and began posting about her life at home. In one post, she wrote about raising her kids.
I have 7 children and we have always lived on one income and have never had any government assistance or needed it.
In the same post, she explained how much her family meant to her.
I would never give up having any of my children so I could have more money. They are amazing people and the world will benefit by having them in it.
To readers, April's posts presented a beautiful family life, but not everyone thought so. People who knew the family in real life saw something very different. To them, the Bevers were strange. Neighbors said the children rarely came outside. Their parents kept them from...
Wait a second. Why do I feel like this is going to be some incest story? Is it just me? Look at the kid on the far left and then the kid in the middle. They have the exact same nose. I don't know. It's kind of weird how their nose is shaped like that. I mean, maybe not. Maybe I'm tweaking because I've seen how incest kids have like fucked up faces and like features and shit, and they could have like mental issues and stuff. And I feel like this might be leading to that, but I could be wrong.
The Bevers were strange. Neighbors said the children rarely came outside. Their parents kept them from interacting with neighbors or other children. Some next-door neighbors didn't even know the family's names.
It's a very big house, but I've only ever seen a boy once. And
yeah, and when a family's that secretive, especially when they have 7 kids and you never see them, you got to have some kind of weird feeling that something's wrong.
They've been here for many...
Wait. Oh, sorry. Hold on. What the hell just happened? Y'all still here? Okay, yeah. My fucking shit's lagging. My fault. Let's get back into it.
Many years. We only really knew they had kids because they have a pool and there are toys outside, but they don't come out.
From outside, the house seemed quiet, but according to the 2 oldest sons, things were unbearable behind closed doors. They said the home was deeply religious. Their parents often spoke about the end of the world, what they called Armageddon. To the parents, it was something to look forward to. The parents saw Armageddon as a retribution thing for everything they hated about the world.
The family often talked about all of the different kinds of people they hated and referred to the rapidly oncoming apocalypse as, quote, a retribution thing.
All the children were home.
So a family that is very secluded, doesn't have any contact with the outside world, and the only contact they do is fucking talking about the Armageddon. Yeah, something's going up. Something's going on. I'm not following with this family. I'm not going anywhere near their house.
Schooled by their mom. Their father reportedly set up cameras around the house so he could monitor everything from his phone. And when the children made mistakes, the punishments were harsh. One of the boys described the time he forgot to turn off a light upstairs. He said his dad became very aggressive. In summary, the children were isolated, watched, and controlled. But there was one thing the parents did not restrict: internet access. They let the kids spend a lot of time online. Soon, the 2 oldest sons stumbled onto something that affected their minds. The 2 oldest boys were Robert and Michael. Robert was 18 and Michael was 16. Robert found out about serial killers on the internet. He read about them, watched documentaries, and spent hours going down rabbit holes. The more he consumed, the more his thinking shifted.
No way. No way his parents are serial killers.
Soon, it affected how Robert saw the world.
And there's so many billions of people in the world, and each one of them think they're special.
Or it's just him.
But they're not. Who's really gonna miss?
He began to admire people who committed violent crimes. He wanted to...
But at the same time, when you're raised in a fucking environment like that, where your parents are have you under surveillance 24/7, you can't have contact with the outside world, and all you guys are talking about is the fucking Armageddon end of the world, of course this is going to be the result. A kid's going to be like this. It comes down to the parenting. Bro, you can't put a kid in that type of environment. His brain isn't even fully developed, and you're literally locking him in a cage and then feeding him this idea that the world's going to end and everybody's going to die.
Be like them. Robert discussed this obsession with Michael. The 2 of them stayed up late watching videos and fantasizing about becoming criminals. Soon they began planning a crime of their own, and their target was their own family. On the night of July 22nd, 2015, Robert and Michael made their move. They went from room to room. When it was over, 5 members of the Bever family lost their lives. Only 2 survived, besides Robert and Michael. When it was over, Robert and Michael fled into the woods behind the house.
Damn, but like, bro, that's just a product of what you created. That the family created that. I'm sorry to tell you, but that's their fault. I mean, it's not 100% their fault. Obviously, they didn't deserve to die, but I mean, come on.
They tried to hide, but police tracked them down and arrested them. Over the next several years, both brothers' cases went through court.
Robert took the deal and was given 5 life sentences without the possibility of parole.
Michael was given 5 life sentences with the possibility of parole after
225. Yeah, he's going to live 225 years, that's for sure.
5 years. The 2 children who survived were later adopted by a family in Tulsa. They've been kept out of the public eye since. As the news spread, people searched for information about the Bever family. That search led them to April Bever's Reddit account, Aoki Mom. People started connecting the dots. They realized this was the family of Aoki Mom from Reddit. People went through her account. They read what she wrote about her children. Some left messages saying, "RIP." Others found it hard going through the posts knowing what happened. April's last post was from December 2014, 7 months before the tragedy. Her account is still on Reddit today. People love this next Reddit account so much that they refuse to accept the truth about it. To this day, people still struggle to believe that someone who seemed so good could be so evil. The man Reddit trusted too much. This Reddit account had thousands of people ready to defend it. They said the man behind it changed their lives, that he gave away his time, knowledge, and help for free. Then serious allegations came out, and people realized they were defending a deeply disturbed individual. The account was called u/Carl H. It was created by Carl Harold. He had over 15 years of programming experience, and he wanted to share his knowledge on Reddit for free.
Carl H. would teach anyone programming from beginner level all the way to advanced lessons.
So he would just do all this shit for free? He would just give out lessons for free? There's got to be, at that point, you got to think in the back of your head, he's up to something. There's nothing in this life is free. If something is free, it's too good to be true. Because the only thing that's free, I wouldn't even say breathing, because to breathe, that air costs money. That air costs me money. I got to pay taxes to live in this society. So if I want to breathe this air and be in this location, that shit was probably like 0.0025 cents.
Carl created a subreddit called Carl H Programming. Soon, thousands were learning from him online, and every lesson was free. Carl also launched the website and a YouTube channel. The channel grew to around 34,000 subscribers. This was around 2009. Back then, free programming tutorials weren't as common as they are today. What Carl was teaching could easily cost thousands of dollars elsewhere. To Reddit users, Carl was a hero. In 2010, Carl
So not the 0.0025, you feel me? I mean, shit, it all adds up at the end of the day. Everything fucking costs money.
Carl gave them a way to express their gratitude. He made a Reddit post asking for help. Carl said a former business partner falsely accused him of stealing money. That person even wrote about it online. So whenever anyone Googled Carl's name, that accusation was the first thing they saw. They asked Reddit users to help him fix that. They did. Many Reddit users posted positive comments about Carl. Before
they drowned it out?
Along, the accusation was pushed down the search.
So he had all these like followers and shit because he was doing all these, giving out this free information, trying to cover up some shit he actually probably did.
Results. Positive reviews about Carl appeared above it. Carl was grateful. That moment said everything about how much people liked him. In July 2012, Reddit named Carl Redditor of the Day. He was officially one of the most popular people on Reddit. But Carl had a secret his fans on Reddit didn't know about. They were about to find out. And Carl would go from one of Reddit's most loved users to one of its most hated. In November 2013, Carl stopped posting online. He went silent on Reddit, YouTube, and his website. He wasn't even replying to messages. At first, people assumed he was just taking a break. Then, a local TV station ran a report. A man named Carl Philip Harold was in police custody.
Carl Philip Harold was arrested on several charges.
Those charges were related to children, specifically his own son. When Reddit users saw the report, many refused to believe it was the same person, but it was. Police found a lot of evidence against Carl, including incriminating videos on his computer. Carl's Reddit community heard the allegation.
Am I tripping, or did he kind of look like the last guy that got arrested?
And they were horrified. The community that once defended Carl turned on him.
People on the site started realizing and ultimately accepting that this was in fact the same Carl Harold. It quickly led to an internet crucifixion.
Carl never made it to trial. In November 2014, he was found lifeless inside his jail cell. Carl's Reddit account.
Damn, cellmate took him out. I wonder why. There could be endless possibilities. It could be someone paying him from the outside. It could be he didn't like what he said about him, or he tried taking his shit. He tried maybe taking his bunk. Who knows? It could have been just some personal shit between them.
Is still online today. So is his YouTube channel. Looking at them now, you would never guess the dark secret he was hiding. Every account on this list looked completely normal. A devoted father, a beloved teacher, a curious student, but they were all just masks for something much darker underneath. My friends, be careful who you trust online, because a profile isn't a person, it's a performance. Visual Venture.
Fuck yes, Visual Venture, W fucking YouTuber. Oh my god, I love Visual Venture. He makes great fucking content, and at the end of every video, he has a message that is almost always 99.99% accurate. And this one hits the nail on the head. Don't trust anything online. I mean, you can trust some things, but don't be careful what you trust online. You don't know who is behind that screen. Okay, I don't know who Pens is. Pens, who are you, man? Who? I don't know. I don't know what you look like behind that screen. That's kind of a lie. I do know what you look like, but that could be falsified. Who knows? Same thing with you, Invoke. Who are you? I don't know. Black holes? Who knows? Who are you guys? Couldn't tell you. Yeah, no, just don't, be careful who you trust online. That's why dating apps and shit like that are also scary too, because like, oh bro, you never know what someone is like, their true intentions. Even people that you've known your whole life, someone you're dating, someone you fucking, like, you could live side by side with someone for years and they could be playing you without you even knowing. Straight manipulation. Who knows? I mean, anything's fucking possible. It's a scary world we live in, but that's part of life. You just gotta navigate those little hurdles and learn from your mistakes and just do the best you can. Maybe try to find